All right, guys, here we go with another 3-star my bag. This one is featuring the bag of Norah. So Norah is Jay's daughter, the last episode that I did. And awesome player. She's only 10 years old now. She just turned 10. I thought she was 9. But she's an awesome player. She loves DGV. We've played a few friendlies. And for her age, she's very impressive. She's still working on building the bag. So she wanted me to 3-star her bag and do downtown. So it's kind of fun to do a different course. Definitely a challenging course. It's a tough one to get, especially when you don't have a full bag. So this should be fun. She does have a great bag. I'm excited to play with it and hopefully give her some new lines to use so she can get that 3-star and get a couple more discs to go into her collection. Again, I've been really impressed with her game and excited to kind of see her grow and eventually become one of the top DGV players. But let's take a look at her bag. So here we go. She's got, in the putter and mid-range pouch, she's got the Hope and the Link for her putters, and it sounds like the Hope is kind of her main throw-in disc. She's also got the Glide MD1 and then the Windbreak Warship. Her other fairways are the Glide Bear and Glide Sapphire, which are both really awesome discs. And then her distance driver, she's got the Glide Skip Strive, which is a great disc. The Turn Glide Rive, you guys know I love that. And then she's got the Big Skip Water Skip Gold for her water skip drivers. So my kind of suggestions and feedback on Norah's bag. My number one thing, especially for those like Norah building her bag still, is to focus on your throw-in disc. Figure out what you want to be your throw-in disc and just get really good as you're building your bag. Get really good from like 150 feet and in. So if that's the Hope, then keep practicing with the Hope. Work on those distances. Just get that distance nailed tight. As soon as you can get your hands on a Windbreak Fuse, then try that out, because some of the best players in the game use that Windbreak Fuse for their throw-ins. So at least try it out. Give it a go. If you still like the Hope, then go back to the Hope, but I would at least recommend trying that out. Some of the biggest gaps that I see that she should focus on as she builds her bag. You guys know I love my stable putter, or overstable I should say, like the Harp. As far as fairways, definitely need some sort of roll. I just like having a roll. Some people are going with the water skip instead of a roll, but for ace runs, I really like the roll fairways, whether it be the Explorer or Roll Sapphire. I like to have both. Obviously, you know I love the skip fairways, so consider a skip Sapphire, a skip Grace, a skip Sampo, one of those that's going to increase your ability to have a lot of different ace runs. Moving into the drivers, a roll driver is another one that I'd recommend. You just need to have that ability to throw a roll shot every once in a while. That water skip, Big Skip Gold, is a nice utility water skip disc, but you really need to have a Glide water skip driver just so you can cover some of the distances, as you'll probably see in this video on hole 6. It's nice to have a little bit more distance when it comes to your water skip, but that Big Skip water skip combination can be a lot of fun, as I'm going to show you as well, hopefully on hole 1. And then last thing, something I don't bag but a lot of the best players do, is some sort of understable Big Skip driver, like a Paradigm or Glide Skip Captain or Enigma or the Cloudbreaker, or something that's kind of understable, just really long, straight, big skip driver. Other than that, for her level, this is an awesome bag. And I accidentally went into the Hops and Heiser event last night with it, and I actually got, I think, like 19 under, I believe. Yeah, basically one stroke short of the 20. So I played pretty well with it. Unfortunately, my score didn't count and wasn't able to finish the event just because it's a beta tester issue right now. Anyways, aside from that, this is Norah's bag. We're going to get into downtown with it, see how we do. I'm excited to play a different course, show Norah some lines, and hopefully get her to 3-star this course and get a few more discs in her bag. So without further ado, let's get into the round and hit up downtown with Norah's bag. All right, so downtown, you got to get 25 or better to get that 3-star. Couple pretty sweet discs you can get. One that I used for a long time, my Accurate Glide Pure, the Glow. And then you also can get a Glow Musket as well. So definitely some sweet discs. There's the Accurate Glide Pure. It's always cool to have those glow discs. Oops, I didn't mean to go into that. And then the musket as well. Accurate Glide musket. So some cool discs, and here we go, hole number 1. So I'm going to go with my same aim point that I usually go, and then just put a touch more hyzer than I would with the Glide Skip Rive. The Strive is just a little more understable than the Glide Skip Rive, so I can use my same lines when I play with it, but just know I got to add a little bit more hyzer to it. So in this second shot, so I think what we're going to do, I just don't have a roll fairway to really give this any sort of run safely. So the advantages to have this kind of utility disc. We're going to see if we can hit this right. This water skip, big skip gold. Just power it down, try to skip it off the water once, and then basically jump off the bank and give it a chance. Oh, go in. Oh, that would have been so sweet. So there you go. That gives you an idea of what you can do with this type of disc. There's a lot of holes I wish I had a big skip water skip disc in my bag for shots like that. But unfortunately, I just don't have the space for it. So hole number 2. This is one that I usually run with my Skip Sapphire, but my safe play is with the Glide Sapphire on a forehand, just about a disc of Anheuser. Almost a little too much turn there. Oh, some crappy. Usually that gets up the hill quite a bit farther than that, but that's my safe line. So if you need an easy birdie on this hole, that Glide Sapphire is a perfect disc. So I'm going to try to use the Hope as much as possible since that's her throw-in disc. Very similar to the Pure, just not quite as stable. Way straighter. So with this one, I usually go with the Ace Run, and I'm tempted to do it with the Strive, but I want to show her a safe way to attack this hole. So I'm going to go with the Bear. This is kind of my Vandal line, so I'm not going to go with as much hyzer, especially with this big right to left wind. I'm going to go a little lower just because I'm a little worried about going long with this huge wind, so that's why I aimed a little lower than I normally do. A little bit of a throw, but it's better than going long, and we're able to get this to go for birdie. Next hole, hole 4. This one, she does have the disc that I typically throw, and I usually slide left, and then my aim point just goes up and down on this pole here. So when it's a big right to left, I like to aim nice and low, basically that top chevron underneath the light. And depending on what the wind, get through there, nice. Depending on what the wind's doing, I can just go up or down depending on what I want that disc to do. If I want it to turn more because it's a right to left wind, let me focus on this shot real quick. This is the MD1, see if I can get an eagle. Oh, dang it. Didn't quite fade hard enough. But on that first shot, just if it's a big right to left, then I can just aim lower so it turns a little more. If it's a left to right, then I'm going to aim quite a bit higher. Same with this one. So the turn glide and the light glide, which is what I normally throw here, are very similar discs in this type of shot. So I'm going to put my same aim point and then just adjust from there because this is turn and not light glide. So I'm going to adjust couple over from where I normally aim and do a straight pull. And I'm thinking, oh, this looks beautiful. So if you don't have the light glide, the turn glide is also a great option for this hole. And that worked out great. Same with this next shot. I don't think I'm going to need the skip with the Strive, so I'm going to go with the turn glide. Aim over here. This wind should make this stable pretty quick, so it should go pretty straight from where I'm aiming. Don't want to hit that bush. Hopefully it gets left of the bush. It does. Nice. So that's in great position for an eagle. 49 feet. We'll go with the Hope since that's what she likes to go with. And we get the first eagle. Let's see what kind of wind we get on hole 6. So knowing that I don't have the glide water skip, I want to get a little closer. I think I can get there with this wind. What I'm going to do, I'm going to throw the Sapphire on the same line, but I'm going to flex it a little more, aim a little higher. Just try to get a little more distance out of this first shot. That way I don't need as much. Oh, don't. Oh, shoot. I just screwed this hole up. I was trying to bite off a little more on that shot because since I don't have the glide water skip gold, now what? I might be restarting. We're going to try a little forehand glide turn around the left side of this Ferris wheel. Get over the light. Ooh. Oh, this actually looks really good. That was a nice little shot there. Let's see if we can somehow save eagle here. 264. I don't love that distance. We're going to have to go with the bear. I don't think the warship could get there. Don't think the MD1 could get there. I'm going to power down a little bit. Drop, 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 drop. Oh, I had it lined up too. Stop. That would have been a sweet eagle after that crappy drive. But basically, this hole is just a little tougher without the glide water skip driver. Knowing that I didn't have that, I kind of adjusted my tee shot a little bit and kind of messed up the hole. But she should be able to still get eagle most times. Some of the winds are going to be a lot harder since she doesn't have that extra distance. So this is my normal aim point. I'm going to shift to the right a little more. I usually throw roll sapphire. This bear isn't quite as long as the sapphire, so I aimed up a little bit and to the right. That's perfect. Wasn't trying to make that, just trying to throw it up there safely and give Norah a good safe birdie line for this hole with her bear. It's a great disc for this hole. See this next one. I'm going to use the bear again here. Usually I'll go PD or roll sapphire. Sometimes glide depending on the wind, but if I throw glide here, there's potential to go long. I know I'm not going to go long with the bear, and you just don't need to get way up there by the sidewalk to be able to birdie this next one. I usually throw light glide rive here, so we're going to do the same type of thing and throw turn glide. Just adjust my aim a little bit and not have to put the anhyzer that I normally do with the light glide. And a little stuck behind the tree. This is when I kind of like my harp. I shouldn't need it. Actually, she has the link, which is the same thing as the pure. So I'm going to use it since it has a little more stability. I just want to make sure I don't miss to the left. I want to make sure it fades into the basket, which it does. So that's when the pure or the link is just a little better option than the hope. This one I usually go water skip gold, but I don't want to go big skip gold. I don't want to go strive. So I'm going to go light or turn glide. This is a line I think Westy uses, just right at the basket with a turn glide and just kind of power it down. And hopefully we can make this work. I actually use this line sometimes, but usually I'm going water skip gold. This looks to be really good as long as it doesn't catch that gap. My wife's annoyed. Sorry, babe. Should have deleted that message. It's not me she's annoyed at, I promise. I'm going to block that next one. All right, there we go. We get the 3-star round for Norah. Hopefully this helps Norah. Good luck in advancing your game, building that bag. And hopefully you can get the 3-star on downtown now and get those awesome discs. This was a fun one to do for one of my favorite players out there. I'm excited to see and hear about when she gets her 3-star for downtown. And again, guys, reach out to me if this interests you. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this series. I know I am. And as always, appreciate the support, and thanks for watching me play some DGV.